Okay, well, here we are, just lining up now for departure from Dunkeswell Airfield on August the 8th, 2015. And the airplanes you see moving forward are all going to take part in turn in a world record attempt to launch greater than 89 aircraft in 1 hour. Now, as you can see, this has all been very, very carefully organised, and I shall slot in very shortly. There's a marshaller you can just see over to the right of the picture. He was framed in the propeller rotation there, and in a few seconds you'll see on the left an aircraft coming up with its canopy open, and he'll stop to let me join in the stream. There he is, that's the aircraft with the canopy open, and he'll let me join in the stream. Here I go. Now I have to fast taxi at this point because of course we need to keep the stream moving. The last thing we want is large gaps. So I'm now taxiing at about 30 miles an hour to try to catch up with the airplanes in front. On the right is the red parachute bus. Now he's standing by to pick up the parachutists as they fall in, because they must all be down before we can commence our record attempt. As you can see from the sky above, it's a very clear day, a little bit of a strong wind, but puffy white cumulus everywhere and quite nice. Okay, parachute bus has stopped now, collecting 1 or 2 parachutists, as you can see, and I still haven't caught up with others. You can tell by the speed I'm passing the bus that I'm now doing about 20 miles an hour. I've got to slow down at this point because this airplane I'm flying is a 1942 airplane and its brakes are very poor. So obviously if I keep too much speed on as I get up behind the other airplane, I'm not going to be able to stop. So here we are catching up now, power coming off. The aircraft lined up on the left of the runway will also take part, but towards the end. The smaller airplanes will go first. Okay, slowing down now to about 10, 15 miles an hour, and I'm almost up with the aircraft in front. They're starting to orbit right now onto the edge of the runway, where we'll form 2 lines, and 2 streams of aircraft will take off in simultaneously, so that we can get as many airplanes off as we can in the shortest possible time. Okay, the airplane in front of me is now coming over to the right hand stream. I'm going to pass behind it. That's the clubhouse in the far distance there. You see the windsock hangings, that'll give you some idea of what the wind is. It's a bit of a crosswind, as you can see. These are the extended runway threshold arrows. I'm now on the left hand side of the centre line behind a Joe Dell. I believe that to be Dave Millin, but I don't know. There goes the parachute bus, having picked up a parachutist on its way back to the parachute club, and we'll all line up now, close up as far as we possibly can, and then await the go time. This is for the Guinness Book of World Records, so it's timed precisely, and the first aircraft will start rolling at 1500, and if you note, you'll see the faster aircraft over on the right hand side there will start to accelerate before we start moving. Okay, watch the aircraft, they're starting to move now, look, over on the right hand side, and our stream should start moving forward together with it, only we're slightly slower. Okay, the aircraft in front of me has just started to move off. The aircraft in front of me is a bit slow in opening his throttle, which is a sad thing because we could have closed up by another 50 or 60 yards there. Now he's just starting to move and I've opened my throttle simultaneously. Here we go. Okay, you can't really appreciate it from what you're seeing at the moment, but a total of 98 aircraft took off in 2 streams in 16 minutes. Yes, that's right, 98 aircraft in 16 minutes. We made a total of 106 aircraft in the whole hour. That's mainly because 1 or 2 became defective and had to drop back, and of course they were able to rejoin towards the end of the hour. Otherwise, we'd have all been off. All 106 aeroplanes would have been off in about 20 minutes, which is a world record that's going to take some beating. Okay, that's the end of the runway coming up, 04, as you can see by the reverse numbers below. Faster aircraft.